This is called Help, I Broke My Dick. Legendary filmmaker and incestuous freak Woody Allen calls masturbation sex with someone I love. Haha. But sometimes you hurt the one you love. Sometimes you give yourself an actual medical affliction called a traumatic masturbatory syndrome. 15% of the male population suffers from this malady. Its effects are twofold: anorgasmia, the failure to climax during intercourse, or erectile dysfunction, the failure to have intercourse. Your dick is either insanely hard or insanely flaccid. The fun part is, you never know which one you're gonna get. You can either go for 22 hours or 22 seconds. Sounds great, right? Surprise! Your dick is fucked. Now, you might be wondering, how does one acquire traumatic masturbatory syndrome? Well, allow me to explain. The first time I had an orgasm, I was lying down, doing 7th grade homework. I suppose I was 13. And suddenly my groin started to feel good. So I pushed harder and harder. I'm the first person to fuck the happy ending floor, probably. It used to be a brothel, yeah. I think people used to fuck this floor a lot. So I pushed harder and harder and harder, and then I peed my pants. At least I thought it was urine. My boxers were soaked with a warm, sticky liquid. My heart was racing. My face was flushed. And, hyperventilating, I stood and limped to the bathroom. A stab of pain with every footstep. "Why are you wincing, honey?" my mother inquired. "Do you have a headache?" Mom had guessed correctly, except that it was my southernmost head that ached. Inside the bathroom, I took off my briefs, dismayed to discover that I had ejected gooey, clear piss. I almost told Mom to dial 911. A few weeks later, I was again face down on the bed, trying to sleep before class the next day, and I felt the same pleasant pressure. So by instinct, I cupped my testicles, thrust downward into the mattress, felt my bedroom expand into a vast universe of rapture, and ejaculated for the second time. Oh yes, I ejaculated for the second time. A towel from the linen closet welcomed my sticky Semitic seed into the world, and thus was I united with my jizz rag. It's a heartwarming saga. Now, put this back. No more floor fucking tonight. Well, maybe after the reading. But if you want to pay me to watch me, go ahead. Now, I never had an older brother to teach me how to masturbate, and I didn't comprehend the jerking motion my friends made whenever they referenced the topic. Humping the bed seemed to work fine. But when I finally scored the chance to actually score with female classmates, the effects of this prone method became clear. My dick was moodier than a Beach Boys record during the Pet Sounds era. Sometimes I couldn't manage to get it up. Other times I couldn't manage to get it down. After a good hour of sex, the girls were sore and I couldn't finish. I drove them home with a throbbing erection inside my pants. When I finally arrived back at my house, the mattress, as always, got me off. I bragged about my superhuman capacity to anyone who would listen, but I privately wondered what the fuck was wrong with me. Why could I come so easily when I made love to my bed, but then mashed these young ladies' innards into the raw, stringy consistency of ground beef? Proud of that one. By the time I started college, I had the opposite problem. I lasted only a few minutes, and sometimes seconds during sex. A girl once laughed at my subpar performance and asked, I know, right? And asked why, okay, totally tangential, I hope this doesn't cut my time, but the first time I ever had sex, It was with my girlfriend in high school who I'd been dating for like half a year, and it was the first time I ever said I love you to a girl.
Oh.
And you know what and it was a big moment. I just lost my virginity. The first time I'd ever said I love you to my girlfriend. You know what she said? Love isn't real. It's a biochemical reaction in your brain. You think there's such a thing as love. And that's the moment I became a misogynist. So she left. So okay, I'm in college, and a girl laughs at my subpar performance. She asked the most dreaded question a man can hear. That's it? Jesus Christ. The most shameful incident came in the summer of 2003, when I had the chance to sleep with a lesbian whom no man had ever penetrated. If I've said it once, I've said it a million times. Thank Christ for alcohol. We were pounding shots at a party. She said that I was cute. So I'm either such a stud that even lesbians can't resist me, or I look like a pretty woman. We made our way to the bedroom downstairs. She gave the best head that I've ever received. She licked my balls like a clitoris or something, I think. And then she told me she had always wondered what it would be like to have a man inside her, rather than some chick's fist.
What?
That was more her word. So I slid into her, totally getting off on the fact that I was converting a lesbian. And then I actually got off. I blamed my premature ejaculation on the alcohol, but I knew it was the same problem that had plagued me for years. I just didn't know what the problem was. By this point, I was terrified of sex. I even tried those extended pleasure condoms, the ones slathered with a numbing agent for guys with control issues. Talk about fucking humiliating. Which actually, they even numb you so much you can't get erection in the first place. So but salvation arrived in the form of a Google search for young male impotence. A traumatic masturbatory syndrome website informed me that I had conditioned my penis to respond to pressure instead of friction. I also learned from the mattress. I also learned that it is fully reversible and causes no permanent damage. There was a way back. I could save my privates, which are not named Orion. Oh my God, you laughed at that. I didn't think anybody was going to talk about that. My girlfriend was wrong, I'm so happy. I could save my privates through a journey of sacrifice. The sacrifice was this. I had to forever abandon humping the mattress. At age 20, I had to teach myself how to masturbate all over again. At first, it felt foreign and strange, jerking up and down while I lay on my back. There was nothing erotic about it. What if I couldn't fix my broken penis, I wondered? What if I was doomed to a solitary life of self-satisfaction? The first couple of tries at whacking it like a normal human male were unsuccessful. I fell back, relapsed into prone masturbating. But my motto is no surrender. I forced myself to jerk it faster, faster, faster. And finally my body responded. It was the best nut bust of all time because it meant freedom. Free at last. Thank God Almighty, I was free from traumatic masturbatory syndrome at last. I kept squeezing them off using the standard method, and then something happened when I next had sex. I actually had sex. I lasted for a decent amount of time. I climaxed, and more importantly, she climaxed. However, I must live with the shame of disappointing all those women over the years, especially that horny fucking lesbian, who will always remember me as a boy, a cripple, instead of a man. But for all of you young people out there, you can avoid my mistakes. You can spare yourselves from years of humiliation and shame, and probably suicide, if you simply take the time to learn the proper method. The choice is not hard, my friends, but you will be.